as ethnic people, if there was one piece of advice you can give to people listening who are ethnic, who are looking to do something outside of the big five careers that I would say, being a doctor, law school, that have clear paths, right? Not that those people don't need advice, they do, but there's clear paths with those jobs, right? Like, my sisters are pharmacists, my parents wanted me to be a doctor. Those paths are pretty clear. You go, you do your undergrad, you get good grades, you do this, you do that, you do that. But for our careers, being an actor, being a sports anchor, journalist, being an executive, those paths aren't always clear. You have to think outside of the box. You have to take big risks.
Yep.
And so, if there was some piece of advice that you wanted to give to ethnic people that were going to go down these unclear paths for their careers, what's one piece of advice that you can give? And I know there's many, but if we wanted to kind of keep it short and sweet, what's one piece of advice you could tell those people?
Yeah, I mean, I would say this, you know, lean into being resilient and lean into being optimistic, right? And if you can do that as an individual, there's going to be a lot of good things that are going to follow. Because if you're resilient, then you're going to be open to, you know, good things and bad, and you'll survive. If you're optimistic, you're going to open yourself up to people who want to help you, right? Because we didn't get here alone. We got here through friends and family, and our own kind of personal fortitude to do it. But I would say, my advice to those who are trying to go into unconventional career paths, there are people out there like you. You're not alone. Even though it feels like you may be one of one in a boardroom or an interview setting, you're not alone. There's communities like this that are out here for us in sports entertainment. Like, we're a community, the four of us right now. And it is something that, if you do want it, because ultimately, you still got to put the work in. But if you do want it, you got to, be really comfortable in building up your resilience and your optimism. That'd be the two things for me.
Yeah, and I think my advice would sound a lot like what you and Alex have been saying, Mina, is confidence. And make sure, and I'm trying to look in the camera when I say it, make sure that you are the one. I'll never forget our first day in university, first class orientation, and the prof said, look to the left of you, look to the right of you. One of you is only one of the three is going to be here by the end of graduation. And I kind of like laughed or whatever. Like, the two people next to me did not make it, right? And not just that, in my field, um you have to be impatiently patient, if that makes any sense. You have to work believing, like, I love your story. I love your guy's story, because that's what you did. You take risks and you believe, but you have to work believing that it's going to come. But you have to be understanding that it didn't come already. and and that has to do with confidence, drive, and belief in yourself. And don't let it waver. And if somebody's telling you different, you don't have to get rid of them completely, but make sure you surround yourself with people that are there to help you succeed, and you help them succeed. But that would be my advice. Confidence, make sure you're the one, and believe in yourself.